Hey, this is Jupiter Exile back for more Elden Ring. Yeah, excuse me. Alright, so previously we were working on Melania, and I am not going to keep working on Melania right now, or maybe I will? I don't know. I don't particularly want to keep working on Melania. I'm going to give it like one or two more tries, maybe. Assuming that the game will hold on to my controller inputs. Okay, there we go. Just a little bit more Melania. Not a lot. I wanted to fuss with some different ways of doing the fight. I've seen how people are doing it online, and I don't know if that's going to be for me or not. Right, that's 2 slashes. So my basic thought is, I want to try doing this with the heavy battle axe and kind of call that my signature. And just, play through on that. I'm still going to be parrying for it. Yeah, this boss self-heals every time she hits you. So you have to not get hit. This is a very, very optional boss. And it's kind of the hardest boss in the franchise. So I'm going to be trying at this boss for a little bit before I move on to some other stuff. Because there's a few other things I can work on. Okay, so we can't do a full charge after that. I can do a leaping slash in that window. So we want to do a jumping R2 there. I want to see how many times I need to hit her to trigger a knockdown with the battle axe strat. That dodge was too early. That hit shouldn't be killing me. I'm going to upgrade my armor. I'm going to up-tier my armor a bit. I don't want to be getting killed by that slash. Not in a single hit from neutral. We're only in medium weight. We're at medium weight, so we've got a lot of room to improve there. That looks a decent match for the Red Hood. Blythe's armor's a bit much. Wonder if I can alter it. To remove the cape from some of these. Ah, that's a good look. There we go. I forgot to drink on the way in. I had to get through a few combos before I could safely do that. It's a kick. Drink there. Okay, that third delayed slash is a little odd to me. Should probably be doing some basic attacks there. I'm focusing on dodging right now so I can have a broader understanding of everything she's doing. Nope, dead. Hey there. We're doing this boss for a little bit longer than I'm probably going to change off. I'm trying to figure out if this weapon is viable for this boss, or if it's just impossible. Yeah, it's an amazing game. Yeah, that'll kill me from that range. It's really disappointing. I felt like I should have the time to drink between those attacks. Maybe I can only drink if I knock her down. Was it, over in the Dark Bramble? That would be the spookiest venue for sure. Wait, did that just... Okay, so I can't do heavy attack to light attack. I can't do leaping attack to light attack. It won't work. And that's a problem with this weapon. Because for other weapons, that was working fine. Also, I should note that I'm dealing like 500 on a heavy charge, as opposed to the 900 I was dealing on a heavy charge against another boss. Against that other boss, I was using the weapon in 2 hands, but that's pretty stark difference. Yeah, that place is spooky as heck. Okay. Yeah, this weapon's too slow to be viable for this boss. It's not even... well, it's a mix of too slow and not enough range. Like, I tried to get an attack after a roll, and I couldn't even connect. So that's no good. Alright, I'm gonna move on. We will return. But for now, we're going to progress the plot. Spoiler warning.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair and death. Indiscriminate. Are you prepared to commit a cardinal sin? Very well. Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment.
In dire times, perhaps even a cardinal sin can be forgiven. There's got to be more going on in Melena's past that I don't understand right now. Her scarred hands, her unopening eye. But the time to learn of those things is past.
O Erd tree, you shall burn. Burn for the sake of the new Lord.
Yeah, the Dark Bramble is actually the first place I went when I played the game.
Thank
After the
you
moon.
for guiding me here. The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. Goodbye.
Destined death, the other name for the rune of death. The power of the god Malakath. The ruins that we've seen below are not something from the past. They are descended from this place. Crumbling Farum Azula. The home of dragons? I wager people are jumping off of this, probably. Guessing that's why we see bloodstones. Does look like there might be some ledges and platforms over there. In a couple places, really. Are we once again maidenless? Probably don't jump out into all that. here we've got some creatures. They've all got blades. They look like smaller magma worms or something. Or some kind of snarling beasts. Don't mind me. Just gonna creep on through here. That was nothing. Ouch. Grace. Got me. Yeah, the first thing I did was go to Dark Bramble chasing a signal scope. As I recognize that, like, you get dumped into a big old solar system. Where's your hint about, like, where to go or what to do? What's the direction? And the direction I could discern was the signal scope. Patterning on the wall looked a little weird. I suppose it's nothing. There are so many cases where the motif of an adventure finds its ending in a city in the sky. I really appreciate it. Hey there. Ah, you got me. Actually, the first time I went to Dark Bramble, I found Feldspar without an issue. It was going back that proved troublesome. All right, bring it on, you overgrown, scaly bastard. Yeah, I was in my ship. I don't know why you'd leave the ship. Space is dangerous, you know. Ouch. No mounting here, thought so. Ow, he got me. Huh. It's gonna be a tough fight. It might be possible to run past him, but I don't really want to. Oh, the first time I went to Dark Bramble? Finding Feldspar? You gotta figure it out. I can't give it away. You don't want to get all the solutions spoiled. But yeah, the first thing I did was follow the signal out to Dark Bramble, and I found Feldspar without getting eaten. And it was one of the first things I did in the game. The only thing I did before that was I went to the moon. The Adel Rock was my first stop. Ouch. Can I outrun that? Just barely. Ouch. You can absolutely be killed if you're outside of your ship. I have been killed outside of my ship by the what's it called? By the anglerfish. They'll totally get you. You have a bit more adaptability while you're outside of your ship. It can be a little easier to avoid them. Oh, I'm actually gonna try something else for this. Where are my spears? Here we go. I'm gonna try fighting with the Serpent Hunter. Okay, yeah, that should be good. Yeah, you just have to avoid all the monsters, or just not run into them. Oh, I got zapped by lightning. That's no good. See, I think this isn't actually better than the Battle Axe plus 25. When I look at the numbers. Oh, maybe I should add lightning grease in. Can I make more lightning grease? Holy grease. Draws. Oh, I never learned how to make lightning grease. Whoops. But let's see. This is 200. 420? I think the battle axe is better. 240. Well, let's see. I gotta put it in both hands. It's 390 with the battle axe. So, no, it's probably not better. But it has Royal Knight's Resolve, which can give me better hits. So that's a toss-up. You can't mount up here. So I could probably try to run past this dragon and just go for like some other openings, but I kind of want to kill it. So I don't know. Ah, he got me. It's certain to be a tricky one, and we're not killing him quickly by any means. You know, there is something I could try. I could try Dragon Wound Grease. I've got some of that. I've been told it's not all that effective. And I've been unimpressed by most greases so far. But we'll make some and we'll give it a shot. Yeah, there's definitely a couple ways of navigating that place safely. If you take the right routes, you're not going to run into nearly as many of those creatures. Oh, that's right. The Dragon Wound Grease is exclusive with Royal Knight's Resolve. It's part of why I haven't been using it. Ouch. Dang it. That's the thing about dragons. Sometimes it's hard to read their attack timings. The probe ones. The probe ones. Over in Giant's Deep. Yeah, it's good to take care of that. Oh, that's interesting. It just knocks me off my feet. Doesn't do any damage. Okay, that one hurt me despite being underneath him, which I kind of figured is the case. Most dragons, you're intended to fight them looking, like, at their face in Dark Souls. If I can't get the timing correct every single time on its, like, hand slams, I'm definitely not going to be able to get it. Jump attacks. Those aren't going to work very well. We're not doing successive attacks. We're not really doing charge attacks either. Yeah, most of these are just not going to be effective in this particular fight. Projection stones? There's a bunch of those things. And there's not really a point in collecting them or removing them from where you find them. I see it. It's a two-parter there. Oh, that traveled backwards in a very unexpected way. It's very, very difficult to keep my camera on the guy in this kind of arena while still avoiding him, because I'm just going under him and going back out. Yeah. What's it called? There is one big thing you might want to go out of your way to get. There is a person, and if you talk to them on Giant's Deep, they will teach you about an option to skip to the end of a cycle, which is very useful. So I would suggest trying to find that early on in the game. Let's see if we can outrun this dragon and go somewhere else. Uh-huh. Necessary item, okay. Oh, what about over here? Got an item over here as well. No, thank you? Okay. Ah, dang it, he got off a second attack before I could get mine in. Yeah, once you've plugged the projection stones into, they're almost always going to be close to the terminals you can put them into. So there's really not a big deal of moving them around, because you can't move them over the course of more than one cycle. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the quantum towers were really, really neat. I enjoyed doing that. I really appreciate how the game can show you... Yeah, there's no hidden path here. How the game can show you puzzles while using very simple components. Like, you never gain new capabilities, but you can still be puzzled even if your only capabilities are, like, a flashlight. Sneak, 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 sneaking around. Don't mind me, just grabbing your stuff. That is a golden item. I accidentally made a noise. Dang it, one of them shot lightning at me. It's that guy there. I accidentally stood up. Yeah, the camera puzzles and the flashlight puzzles, and like sometimes you have to look at a specific thing, timing, being in specific places at specific times. It was all very cool. Okay, so this is going to put me in the lower level of this next room. And I wonder what that's going to be like by comparison to being in the upper level. Why was that a pack of 2 and a pack of 12? That's strange. First off, right. Cool, got a big item there. I really like the use of first off in comments. It seems to almost always mean do this before you do something else. You can hear snarling here from here. For some reason. Is that all the dragons making noise? What do we have here? So there's definitely the upper level there, and there's a special item that I'm gonna want to go back for. Oh, okay, so we've got something over that way. Sounds like we've got something... What is making that awful noise? Oh, is it more of those worm face things? Yeah, that's them. Them's the worm faces. Seems like this entire area is a legacy dungeon, so no mounting up for us here. If I can go along the top of the tent here, I think I can evade their notice. Take that. Ouch. These things are freaky. Whew. Fulgur Bloom. That is the lightning plant. Yeah, isn't that quite something? Okay, so there's a ladder there that goes up to there. And this keeps going here. Looks like Blythe's look and his sword are pretty popular. Seems there's a number of people running with that. Okay, so we've got kind of a little lake thingamajig. Still no horse riding allowed. More of those worm faces. Looks like one at a time I can pretty much fight these guys. Not that I necessarily love to do so, because they have nasty attacks like this, and they stack the death status. There we go. You have to be in front of their worm face to get the critical. Ick. Lots of gravel stones up here. Looks like that leads a whole lot of nowhere. So our only reward for going down and killing this guy was a bit of gravel stone. Oh, yeah, no, you can't get away from the blue thing. That's the supernova. It's going to get you every single time. Until you figure out how to not get gotten by it. So yeah, I suppose it'll get you every single time until it doesn't. Okay, yeah, figures. So we've got a larger worm head. And there's a couple items around here. I think I can sneakily get this item from between them without causing a ruckus. Rejuvenating boluses. I think that's anti-death bolus. Okay. Grab a smithing stone 8. What the heck are you guys praying to? Lovewort Pickers, Bell Bearing 3. Okay, that's a high-level spirit upgrading material. The last time I ran into the large enemy type like that, it was a boss. So it's also possible that this is a boss or has something else going on. Hey, yeah, check it out. You learn by exploring in the game anyway. Don't worry. The worst that happens anywhere you go is you get that back another 5 minutes and you have to spawn up again. Like, being trapped in a time loop is also a sort of immortality. So, what's the worst consequence? You waste 5 minutes and have to do it again? That's what gets me through Dark Souls. I'm like, oh, I'm about to take this giant risk, jump off of this crazy thing. But, what are the actual risks? What are the consequences? Oh, I just die and get up again. Oh, that's gonna kill me, probably. Yep. I didn't expect the Death Blight effect to hit behind him. You know, there's an item in another area that I could go to help out with this. I'll think about that in a moment. First, I'm going to check out that upper floor area and grab that item I didn't get. Oh, right. The upper floor was over this way. Just whatever. Excuse me. Just going to do this. Don't mind me. I'm nobody. Yoink. Oh, I don't need that. Brr. Alright, as for the item I was thinking about going to get... Oh! I can't travel. Is that universal? How trapped am I? do that. Okay, now I can travel. That was weird. Let's see. The spot I wanted to check on was over in the Deep Root Depths. And I think it should be... I think it's probably closest to Across the Roots, or it's closest to the Nameless Eternal City. Let me use the Nameless Eternal City bonfire. Somewhere around here, there is a rune bear that is protecting a pretty potent talisman that will give me higher death resistance. So I go hunt that down. It's along one of these cliff faces. I think it's further back, actually. Wait, is there a beetle I didn't get? Oh, that's fixed. Quick little somber 6. Okay, let me see, Might have been further back. I saw a friend get this while he was streaming. I think it was back before the ants section. I got it wrong? How wrong have I got it? Okay, it wasn't this far back. I must have missed it. Excuse me, guys. I'm just gonna cut through here. So I could have sworn it was in a cave along the right-hand side. Did you find your way to Feldspar? Yeah, I think Outer Wilds and Subnautica are both in that realm of secretly being a horror game. You are certainly put to the task of just getting some really daunting stuff done. Maybe it was on the other side of this. Okay, so it's not entirely along the right-hand side. I'm pretty sure it's not this Rune Bear Cave, but I don't know if I've gotten this one before, so we're gonna get this figured out a while. Okay, him slamming the ground nowhere near me hurt me. I'm not happy with that. Like, it's utterly unreasonable for me to expect that to be a hitbox that would hurt me. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Well, I got 3 minutes. So if it wasn't that Rune Bear Cave, I know it's a different one. I guess I don't really know where it is. These guys are actually pretty fast. And this weapon's not very effective against it. Okay, so worrying about this is actually more trouble than just going through the area where I was at. I'll get back to that. I don't think I've gone through here yet, actually. So there's an area in the center that leads somewhere. There's this out the left, which is the elevator that I went to. I haven't gone across yet. There's a lot to do here. A lot of places to go. Okay, so that's just some quick golden runes. My attack button didn't come out. That's annoying. These guys are tough, for sure. They deal pretty good damage. They deal good damage. They have a decent amount of health. But this is pretty fair. I wonder if I would actually fare better against them with the Bloodhound's Fang. It's going to require that I change my hat to the Okina mask, wherever that is. Also, does this, any bonuses? Increases mind to the detriment of stamina, so it gives you more, MP. There it is. Yeah, this looks like it chops through these guys pretty quickly. Looks like I ticked a couple guys off coming through here, but there's a grace, so we're good. Are you done? Beastman's Jar Shield. That guy's gonna keep throwing lightning at me for a bit if I don't take him out. Ancient Dragon Prayer Book. Okay. Sanctuary Stone. Okay, those are a little rarer, actually. So let's see. Is there a spot where I need to jump down around here? Okay, maybe there. Somber Stone Miner's Bell Bearing. Okay, with that, I can upgrade any special weapon to +9 now. First off, Plump Sword, seek running. We can't fit through. Okay, whoop. Okay, so now we've got skeletal versions of those guys. Ah, there's a lot. One of them shot me. And like other skeletons, they're getting back up. Pretty uncomfortable. Excuse me? They know how to jump. Who gave these skeletons jumping technology? Anyway, I'm going to check out what's down in here. Quite a few ways that the path is forked already. I don't think so. That guy's a decoy? No, he's not. Cleared out. And, okay, looks like there's not much of a point. Oh, no, there's the point to this balcony. Yep. There we go. I don't see a ledge to go onto there. Every time there's a crumbling railing, it's like a little hint that there might be something on the other side that you're meant to take a look at. Have a fun trip. Okay, we've got dudes on the ceiling. Oh, nothing came after me? Oh, there we go. Ouch. Just, take that. He took less damage from that than I expected, so I'm like, yeah, alright, we're moving on. Up 2, and 3, and here we go, another grace. Oh my goodness, we have found, like, so many splintering paths in between these graces. There's a lot of offshoots that I haven't explored yet. And we're fairly likely to have, you know, valuable stuff on these outshoots for this late area in the game. We've already been finding a pile of nice smithing stones. Ooh, boy. Oh, it's okay. That last one is also a double slash. I thought it was a single slash. Yep, that can happen. Well, hey, if you found out something along the way, then it's worth your time. Also, I'm pretty sure you can turn back as long as you don't run out of fuel. Ouch. I don't like these guys. They got a lot of poise. He's got a lot of poise and he hits really hard. Okay, I want to find out what was on that other offshoot that was down the elevator like 2 graces back. The elevator's out this way, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. Gotta call this back up. So I already got into the gazebo. I think there was a bit with a ladder that I was trying to get into. I'm gonna send that elevator back up without me. That's right. The first thing I did was not go directly down. Also, wow, my Deathblight actually popped up a bit fast there. Let's see, Deathblight is based on, it's not immunity or robustness, it's vitality, I think. Yeah, vitality. So we can also increase our vitality by equipping the Pillory Shield, which is taking us up to heavy load with this weapon. Probably won't if we're using the Quality Battle Axe. Yeah, okay. So this is good. Vitality... Vitality of this set seems a little low. Yeah, 18. Oof. Probably 50. Yep. Sometimes you wind up stranded and dead. But usually you learn some stuff when that happens. And you can always, you know, like jump off of something to reset your loot. Okay, I'm remembering now that I did not go down first thing. So I can actually avoid that first guy, maybe more. Okay, so I'm looking for the bit with the ladder, which is one of these. There we go, it's this one. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, so what is... Ah, dog! Where did you come from? A blocked attack plus the follow-up attack killed me. Dogs. Yeah, you can certainly do a whole lot of other things that don't involve the Dark Bramble, so you get to explore. Where did that dog come from? God dang it. I didn't send the elevator back up this time, I don't think. I think I can just run through this. Yeah, I gotta call the elevator back. Ay-yi-yi. A friend of mine was telling me that, like, yeah, the safeguard against dogs is to block. I'm like, yeah, sure, when you're playing casually. When you're playing on on RL1, there's literally, like, no way of dealing with them. Not a good one. It's also because I'm playing on RL1 with a slow weapon. But slow weapons are really good against these worm heads. Like, I can just do a nice, simple 3 or 4 hits to stun, take a critical, and it kills them. Uh-oh. Okay, I attracted the dog from somewhere. I guess the dog is over that way? Well, I slipped before I wanted to. But on the upside, oh, looks like there's a cave back there of some kind. Huh. That's probably where the dog's coming from. I could take the Pillory Shield off my back and try blocking. At least when it comes to the dog itself. These wormheads, you really aren't going to block. They'll just deathblight you. So, not much point. Thinking there's probably a couple things up along that upper area. so that's where you were hanging out. Ah! This entire area is now covered in Deathblight. We really don't want this guy to activate before we can get, like, a good jump on him. This ought to get him. Not that itself, but the follow-up. Okay, let's see what we've got going on up here. So that little nook there only exists to hide a single dog. That's evil. Okay, so we gotta keep our eyes peeled when we get to the top of this for, like, something to pop out. Or for us to be, like, in something's face. Snake. Right, everybody's commenting on ladders. As if it's a big deal. Okay, that works for me. We got 1 smithing stone 8 for this entire trek. That's actually not very good. I was really hoping to find more from this ladder, but I guess that's it. Okay, well, might as well teleport back forward then. I'm gonna go to the Tempest-facing balcony real quick. No, wait, there was one other thing I wanted to check on. And it wasn't here. No, it was something else further back. I think it was off of the beast depths over here. Yeah, because I wanted to check out... There was an offshoot that I could see. I don't remember if it was at the bottom of the elevator. Or the top of the elevator. It was definitely out over on this balcony. Okay, so if we go into this balcony... Okay, it's almost certainly at the bottom of the elevator then. So we take this elevator ride down. I want to see what's over here. It looks like a significant little platform. I think I saw a note about there being a dragon. Be out over this way. Play a little bit of the floor is lava. And what's up? Dragon gonna land on me? Something's coming. I can hear it. Is it you again, or is this a different variety? So... how are you supposed to fight that on this little, like, spit of land? I guess if you have stats, maybe you can. It's like... Oh yeah, this fire breath totally hits underneath the guy. All right. Let's just move forward again. Okay, so I had a tough guy up ahead through here. Is there anything on the left, actually? Yep. Golden runes. Doesn't look like we can make any sort of cool jump. Oh, you keep patrolling up, don't you? Yeah, right. All right, now that you've been lured over there. Oh. Anyway, what's at the bottom of these stairs? It's totally what I wanted to check out. Stamina back so that I can run. And we've got another guy over there. Just ignore me. I'm glad that doesn't actually seem to make noise the enemies care about. Stumbling over all this clutter. Item over there behind some other guy. Some other guy who's kind of looking at me. We can't go through there. So I guess you are our obstacle now. Yeah, okay, that would be tricky. I'd have to jump around him if I want to truly avoid that guy. This is gonna be tricky. There's like 7 of these knights, maybe more, along this path. I can remove this now. It's not important. Oh, it caught me out of the sky. Wake up is a really tricky thing in this game. It's like, I'm never certain how long the mandatory floor time is. So it's like, do you mash or do you stay down? You have a bit more invulnerability time if you stay down for a while, but you won't be invulnerable on your wake up if you do. You just staying down there so that somebody might miss you. So this time, what if I come over here? Oh, this platform's a dead end. What's along this hallway? The guy at the far end. I think I might need to jump down there. Yeah, that's a jump down. All right, yeah, you got me. If I had endgame stats, I could fight through all of these guys without too much trouble, I think. Because they have attack patterns and setups that are very similar to earlier guys. Ouch! You got me. I was not looking at him from a good angle to judge the distance. It's very typical in Dark Souls to have some sect of knights who is revering dragons. Even in the original Dark Souls, where a big part of like the canonical setting is, you know, Lord Gwyn freed us from the rule of the dragons and started the Age of Gods. And that's a huge deal. Okay, have I been in this center room here? I have not been in here yet. Oh, this is a boss. Okay. Huh. Furthermore, this is a really tough boss that a lot of people talk about. Get a little 2v1. They have a shared health bar. Or do they? I need you guys to split up a little bit. He's doing something fancy. He knocked over one of those obstacles. You can't actually get through it. Just keep up on that. Yep. Hatch. Don't like that. Woo! Oh, that actually went through that, didn't it? Where's the other one? Ah, he's right there. Ah. Ouch. Ah, dang it. I was really close on the fat one. Whew. Okay, so there's a boss fight down in the main room here. Let's see, do I need to plan differently for this fight? Well, I don't want to use the Prince of Death's pustule there. It's not very effective. This might actually be a really... There's a lot of space to run around and kite in this fight. This might be a very good fight for some kind of ranged approach. Something like that. Oh, wait. These aren't exclusive? I thought you could only use one Soar Seal at a time. I didn't know you could use Radagons and Marika's. Oh. That's a bit of a game changer. Maybe. It certainly lets us do some other builds, but we'll take more damage. That's pretty interesting. So Radagon's Soar Seal gives us Vigor, Endurance, Strength, Dex. Marika's gives us Mind, Intelligence, Faith, Arcane. So it's loosely like physical stats, mental stats, basically. But with this, I could do like weapon buffing type builds much more easily. Also, I'll have more mana. Let's see, 129, 135. Well, I get a 143 sorcery scaling on the Demi-Human Queen's Staff plus 12. So what if we try to build where we were using the Demi-Human Queen's Staff plus 12 with like a frost effect? Memorize. I don't care about Black Flame Blade or Poison. They've both been really difficult to use. But what about Frozen Armament? And I kind of want to muck with the Gargoyle's Twin Blade some more. So an icy version of the Gargoyle's Twin Blade plus 18? That sounds fun. Also, the Demi-Human, like, this staff should be a lot stronger. I can get everything up to plus 18 trivially, so let's do that. Oh, Round Table Hold is kind of burning. Hey there. So we talked earlier about me burning the air tree, right?
What use do you have for me? I am a finger reader. Do as you please. Now you make...
Very interesting exchange. Oh, hey, you've moved.
Take a look around. The Round Table Hold is burned. Don't worry. I'll continue Spirit Tube, which is why I need your help. His roots are so knotted he won't last much. His shackles are broken. It's high time he...
I owe at least that much to Hugh.
I knew you'd be back. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
That's Every other time he's saying I took you for dead. That's the one time he said I knew you'd be back. Crap, that shook me more than like most everything else in the game. Oh, man. That's amazing. Damn. Damn.
Weren't you listening? As I've always said, you came to challenge the demigods and their god. And as long as you do, it is what I wish. To smith a weapon for you to slay a god.
Yeah. He doesn't like Marika. I take it that it's because of Marika that he is bound here to do this. Take that at least up to 17. I've got a number of other things for you to augment for me, I think. Let's see. I'm not going to upgrade the Staff of Loss. Can't equip those two. This is usable. Stone Digger Sorcery. If I wanted to muck with that, that would be something to think about. I can take this to +10. But it only gets the incant scaling up to 131. The Clawmark Seal is already stronger at 135 with my current setup. If the scaling on Faith were higher, or if I had a better way to augment Arc, I might care about it, but it's very difficult for me to improve those things. I can't get my Faith up that high. I could actually theoretically use this with like 2 different talismans. I'd have to have 3 specific talismans to use that. Very tricky. Technically, I should see how this stacks up to the other things I've been working with. So at the 16, it's got 132 versus 136. That's pretty close to comparable. And that's at the +16. It can go up to, it can go up a little higher. I think I can take it up to +19 without, I can take it up to +18. So it's probably about at least the same. Not gonna upgrade the Gargoyle's Twin Blade just yet. Let's see. Some just ordinary daggers. I've got the Black Knife. What do I have that uses Sombers? I have really good access to Sombers right now. This Crystal Sword. I don't think that's in the cards. Actually, the Ornamental Straight Sword, I think, comes in a pair of 2, and I can use it pretty well. This also causes Scarlet Rot buildup. That's pretty good. But anything with an int scaling on it is usually a good bit weaker for me. This Golden Epitaph. The Sword of St. Trina. If I wanted to experiment with sleep, this is definitely the weapon to do it with. And its sleep buildup is actually pretty good. Let's upgrade this all the way up to 9. So with that, the damage on it is good. Like, that's not bad damage. Yeah, okay. So I can muck with that if I want to try Sleep Out. This, I understand, is implicitly a dual-wielding weapon. I don't think you actually need 2 copies of it, but I'll have to see. The Sword of Milos. Okay, yeah, whatever. Ah, that would be the sword from Blythe. I can't really wield it. The Godslayer's Greatsword is a bit out of reach for quad wielding. I could juice up the Antspur Rapier more. I have had some fun with it periodically. Godskin Stitcher. Some other curved swords. Curved swords. Yeah, it takes 7s to upgrade the twin blade further. And the black blades I can't really wield, even with 2 sore seals on. Not really looking towards axes right now. That's already a +9. Okay. Alright, so... the only other person around here to chat with is Gideon Ofnir. So what do you have to say about everything being on fire?
You burned the Erd tree, didn't you? Then the Round Table is soon to follow. Ah, no need to fret about that. The Round Table holds serve to put a tarnish upon the throne of Elden Lord. And if the Erd tree needed to burn for that to happen, then the Round Table must come. I'll stay at the Round. I must learn and see it. How could I call myself? There are 4. Nicola, his twin.
Yep.
And Rani is said to show here that if you should learn, I'll trade you fine. We both desire as such.
Okay, that's enough of that. I am curious, because I understand that there's a change propagated by this. What do things look like in Lanedell? Is the Erd tree fully burned yet, or have we not gotten there? I presume the thorns are still present. So if we look up at the Erd tree, yeah, we can see that it's vaguely on fire. But Lanedell appears to be still good and well. Morgoth's still lying here, dead, desiccated. The Wall of Thorns is still there. So yeah, we have not created a grand change, not just yet. Alright, back to the Dragon Temple. So I think in terms of these Godskin guys, the way for me to go about it is to probably go after the fat one, then go after the other one. While I hold this in both hands, it attacks reasonably quickly. So game plan is basically cast this, then try fighting like this. More or less. I think maybe the Round Table hold is somewhere in the Erd tree. I had never presumed that to be the case. But maybe that's the truth of it. Alright, so... I don't know if this is... Wait. I can't just jump down in there? What? That's junk. I get it now, though. That center room is the boss arena. This is the second floor of that. I think we just need to run down to the bottom of the stairs, and it'll let us get back in. That being said, I'm not super confident about this weapon setup. I think this is an interesting idea, but the individual singular blows we were landing with the other weapon set seemed like it was a really good take on this. Okay, yeah. So looks like this is the way in. There we go. Oof. Yeah, I don't think I really want to be using 2 Sore Seals at once, because that increases the damage we take even further. It's going to make certain things unlivable. Let me see. I wonder if I can get in enough hits with the Bloodhound's Fang to, like, proc a bleed effect on these guys. Try to push for a kill that way. So my thought on this, in terms of how to execute the fight, is I should be focused on the Godskin Noble, and then if I can get rid of him, then I should try to focus on the Godskin Apostle. Because it looks like they have independent health bars, but there's also a shared health bar, so I'm Not entirely clear on how the fight is going to function with that. This is a nice big space to use to fight them in. That's his mid phase. He's gonna roll at me. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. So I'm expecting these guys to have a troublesome second phase if it's that easy for me to kill one of them. Or it could just be very hard to kill the second one. Because I've struggled a heck of a lot with Godskin Apostles in the... Oh, they can revive the other guy. Wait, can I deplete both of their health bars by just killing the fat one every time? Or do I need to kill them both simultaneously? Ouch. Woo! Spicy. Ah. So the question I need to check on is killing the fat ones, it's still depleting their communal health bar, right? Looks like it. Okay. Ah, I touched it. Okay, it gets a lot harder if I don't successfully troll him. But I think if I successfully troll him, all I need to do is kill the fat guy 3 times. Ooh. By the planet orbiting the sun, do you mean the Ember Twin, or do you actually mean the Sun Station? Getting to the Sun Station's pretty cool. Definitely took me a while to figure that out. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't grab this. Oh, no, that's just a message. I thought that was an item for a moment there. Okay. Godskin Duo, take 3. Let's run over here, take a sip. Ah, dang it. That's annoying. Yeah. I've never successfully landed on the Sun Station. I was groaning super hard. I watched what's his name? I watched McQueeb, who's really big in the Noita community, was playing through the game, and he got very, very close to the sun station. He was actually on like a synchronous orbit with the sun station, but didn't successfully land on it because he didn't interpret or didn't understand what the landing platform was. Oh, I could be using greases here. I hit the wrong button. Ouch. Ouch. Don't panic roll. It's bad. So I think this is the right weapon to use because it allows me to kill him on his phase transition without too much trouble. And what's necessary for me to do that is just a weapon with very long reach. Ouch. Okay, that can go straight down in front of him. I was starting to wonder about it because I've low-profiled so many of his attacks. Huh. I actually thought there was a landing pad on there. The warp pad on the sun station is inside the sun station. So you can't land on top of the warp pad. You can only land on top of the landing pad. Or you can land on top of, you know, something else on the outside of the station. Oh, actually, wait, I think there might be a warp pad on the outside of the station. I don't know why, but I think there is, now that you mention it. Ah! Yeah, that is the trick with this fight, isn't it? Is sometimes you're going to get hit by the second one doing something else random while you're fighting the one you want to fight. And I think the one we want to fight is going to be the bigger guy every single time. For what it's worth, we could try buffing this weapon with something. Actually, Bloodflame Blade should be pretty effective to use. Ouch. Let's see. I should probably also check my cracked tears. The way I'm conducting the fight, I should absolutely be using the spiked crystal tier, and I'm not sure if I actually am. Yeah, I have to be a bit more cautious in the way I'm fighting that guy. Let me check on my physic. Because I need to be using charged attacks as part of the phase transition, and I'd really like for them to have that extra attack buff. Let me make sure I'm actually doing that. I think I might have it set to magic or something, or maybe fire. Yep, I had it set to fire. Go, spiked. And I've got Strength Knot. I don't think I can do better than Strength Knot. Yeah, this is the way it's gonna be. A hard hero landing there. My lock-on changed, and I don't know why. Ouch. Roll timing was not correct for that. Oh, his back is hairy. That... Ugh. Ugh. But his back is hairy because it's the chest hair of a god skin. Gross. I gotta wonder how many gods there were once upon a time in order for these guys to have the god skin that they do. Or perhaps what's true here is that the gods, like the Tarnished, were unable to die. They were not part of a cycle. They were reborn. They could not meet true destined death. And so maybe the gods were hunted and skinned a couple of times. Or perhaps the ones that were hunted are unnamed members of certain lineages. Okay, that's the attack I gotta watch out for. Is the really, really slow stab. You know, the other thing I can do if I wanted to be really cheesy about this boss is I could probably use a ranged strat like Bleed to get him into phase 2, and then kill him in phase 2 the way I was doing the first time I fought them, or like the second attempt. The first time I got major success. The first time I killed the fat guy. Ow! Whew! That almost killed me. Yeah, that was bad. I saw once I saw that the guy in the back was throwing a fireball, but for some reason I was thinking, yeah, it'll be fine. It's not fine. Maybe that is a warp pad that's on the Sun Station. Did you get the achievement for landing on it? Because there is an achievement for getting into the Sun Station without using the warp. But even when you're close, it's pretty easy to clank into something and tumble off, wind up in the middle of nowhere. But with some good flying, good use of the landing camera, you can do it, for sure. Man, my second attempt on these guys was, like, super lucky. Ah, the second guy got me. Thankfully, these guys are a bit lethargic. Like, they're not super on top of you all the time for being a duo fight. Like, this is not as bad as Throne Watcher, Throne Defender. It's not as... It's somewhat similar to Ornstein and Smo, I think. Except that they both have, like, a ranged attack. I went the wrong way, so I get to lose some health. For a moment, I was wondering if that fall might be too far, but we're good. Ah, I messed it up. I need to be a bit more patient about going for him and, like, bait out an attack. The fact that the noble has a lizard tail is peculiar. The first time I encountered him, though, was over in the Volcano Manor, where that snake-like aesthetic seemed to be taking root. Seems like that's related to a consuming-oriented blasphemy. It's invoking, like, the Ouroboros-type mythos. So I would presume that the Godskin Noble is, to some extent, like a god-devouring type of guy. Okay, so I panic rolled between those, but it's only about 3 or 4 jump slashes to get him into his second phase. Then I can just prey upon the phase transition. So we only need to do this correctly about 12 times, and it looks like going for we want to do a bait and punish setup for this. We don't want to jump on him while he's in neutral. His attacks have enough end lag that generally speaking, if we wait for him to finish an attack, then we can respond properly to his reply after we've hit him. Because he doesn't have long chains until his second phase. His second phase is long chains, which is why, thankfully, I'm going to try and skip that. Okay, single stab is not a sufficient attack. Okay. I mistook that. I needed to go sooner. Man, my first attempt was so much better. It's so weird. It's like the second attempt I was close. Which is what's telling me that it's something about, like, being cautious that is key here, or at least important. I'm going to try replacing this with the Axe Talisman. I think that's going to help us to secure our phase transition game plan. And that'll kill. And that's actually pretty quick. But that happened because I went in on him too late after he threw his fireball. Immediately after a fireball, I'm pretty sure I can get him. I also think if I go for a tip hit with the sword, I might be in a safer situation regarding that. Could also be that the Bloodhound sword is not the right weapon for this. It might be putting me in too much danger because of its extra end lag. I don't know. I'll keep messing with it for now. Yeah, okay. If we're doing an extra attack when he catches us with that, we can only take 1 tick of the Circle of Flame. So I can't get that greedy. I'm trying to figure out how greedy I can get. So there's a lot of experimenting with varying levels of greed. Varying degrees of greed. Dang it. My dodge is too early. Yeah, you can't go away from the computer if you're at the sun station. Not without pausing, for sure. Unless that's not what you meant. Over the course of a cycle, the sun will actually expand and swallow the sun station. So if you're hanging out there, you're on the clock, for sure. Now, of course, there are easier ways into the sun station than landing on it. Whew. Oh. Yep. I think the sun station is only available for something like the first 13 minutes of a cycle. It's something like that. Somewhere like halfway through the cycle, it gets swallowed by the sun. There's actually a clock in the sun station that tells you how much longer before the sun station gets eaten by the sun, as like an evacuation notice. It's like, hey, watch out, by the way. This is bad. You should not be here. That's the ring. Ouch. There's a little penned in. There we go. That was too early again. Oh, I keep messing up this I keep messing up this slow stab setup. All right. I need to be more aggressive with him somehow. I'm falling behind relative to how I was handling this earlier. And I'm not entirely certain how much of that is circumstance and how much is luck. I couldn't roll out. I really thought I'd be able to roll out faster than that. I'm gonna get a little more coffee. Okay, back to. I think that one of those attacks that didn't kill me before killed me because I stopped using this. And that's like one of the leap-ins I think wasn't a lethal attack before. We could also try eating crab meat here, which may shift the parameters of what's lethal. Oh, they kind of responded differently at the start of this fight. Okay, he just did that twice. What else did I want to adjust? I feel like there was something else I was thinking about in terms of the Oh, yeah. Let me try eating crab meat on the way in to see if it changes the fight. I could probably also try Exalted Flesh. I should check to see if Exalted Flesh and crab meat are actually compatible with each other. They might not be. There's a few buffs in the game that are exclusive with one another. So I can see the buff from that. That just removed it. Yeah, you can only have one of those at a time. Interesting. Come here, come here. Ouch. Find another thing. Okay, I need to get them to split a little bit. There's his phase transition. Oh no, he got on top of it. No, that brought me too close. Okay. So, what I accomplished last time was apparently pretty special, as it seems like it's a lot more precise than I was giving it credit for. I have to be on the back half of a pillar that he's rolling into, and get off a charge attack, and then maybe like 1 charge and 2 normals would be enough. But I can hit him while he's rolling and skip the second half of his lifetime. Then I just need to wait for the fat guy to come back up and do that 2 more times. Oh, come on. Get out of my face. Yeah. I should probably try and see if I can slip behind the big guy. Oh man, the noble's hood has ears. That is distressing. I mean, everything about these guys is distressing. But that's pretty distressing. That should be a safer spot to buff up before I go into the fight. Ah, I don't get killed by that attack while I have crab meat. Does his phase change? Drink. Okay. Okay, I couldn't tell how much he was doing. Alright, so I need to stand on the far side of the platform, do 3 full charge attacks, stepping back between each charge attack. If this triggers him to... if this triggers a stun on him, I can use the stun to finish him off, and that should be the whole kit and caboodle. I don't believe I successfully executed that one of the first times I tried that. It's like, looking back now, I was like, how did I do that? Was I doing in-place jumping R2s instead of charged R2s? That might have an easier time landing without me accidentally, like, running into him. Which is the only thing that's messing this up in other cases, is that I'm accidentally moving myself forward into him. Wanted to take the stun option, but that's fine. I can force him back over here. One. 2. 3. Missed. Stunned. Okay. Okay. Ah, he got me. I didn't move in time to be prepared. Okay, so I didn't profit off of his actual stun because I got knocked back. But looks like about 3 jump-ins is enough to prompt the stun on him if they happen really tightly together. Ouch. Get out of my way. Ah, that's no good. Their behavior has a lot of variability for this fight. It's pretty tough. It is good that with this gear set, I pretty much won't be one-shot by almost anything that they can do. They're very fire happy today. Ouch. Ouch, that actually got me. This is dicey as heck. Ah, dang it. Yep. I got outpositioned. Hmm. Do I want to try going back to the battle axe? I'm gonna muck with it. For some reason, I'm more comfortable handling the battle axe. It's like, I don't even know why. So I think the first time I was able to get him down during the phase transition, it's because I procced a bleed on him, which involved getting in a couple of R1s. So maybe that time I did charge attack R1 R1 or just a string of R1s when he was in the like mid-phase setup. Okay, no, let me actually use the Bloodhound Blade after all. I still have to experiment with this. Whew. Ouch. Thankfully, the fat one is the one that's more preoccupied with fighting in melee. The spindly one will let you stay away from him much more easily. Okay, I don't know where the spindly one went. There he is. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Oh, the black flame doesn't even, like, work up there? Uh-oh. Oh, he rolled over it now. What the heck? How did he not roll over it for so long before, and then he suddenly found a way? Okay. I get the feeling that worked in their favor because of, like, a little permutation of the sand or something else in the room. I don't know what caused that to happen differently. So I think the way I did it, when I got it correctly, must have been a fully charged attack followed by standing jump attacks once or twice. So that's the format I'm going to try to follow. The multiple charge attacks take longer, and I'm not confident they're that much stronger. They were not far away. Okay. It actually triggered now. I didn't think I was quite there, but let's go for it. Okay. Was it just a fluke last time? Really can't seem to get anything of that sort to happen again. Stop crouching. Ah! Yeah, that's more like the usual. So, I guess the reason it happened that one time was because I managed to get a stun. And I can't seem to get that to happen again. Okay. So, I'm feeling very good about trying to use a very, like, long-ranged weapon. Can I alter the scaling properties on... No, I can't alter the scaling properties on this weapon at all. So it's always going to be C/B, dealing about 550. Whereas this guy here is going to be B scaling, dealing about 400 flat. But it's a lot faster. What else could I do? Is there like a special colossal greatsword that I can use? I just want a lot of reach. I don't have any spears with bleed if I wanted to try a bleed setup. I could try upgrading like a vulgar militia saw if I wanted to really try to make the bleed work on this. Let me see. Okay, here are my colossal swords. And then my great swords. I suppose I could try like a forked greatsword thing, or actually we can wield the sword of Milos if we just use dexterity here. And that should be a special upgrade weapon, so we can take it to +9 without a fuss. Yeah, okay. Causes blood loss. It's incredibly, incredibly heavy. Reduces all damage negation and status resistances for nearby foes. All active strong attacks will change to a combo attack. We probably can't make use of the combo attack, but it's otherwise pretty cool. Right, and these guys, yeah. This is a dual sword weapon by nature. Can actually block. I think even its jumping attacks, everything hits with both weapons, which is pretty cool. I've heard this is good, really good for damage output. Yeah, you only just now figured that out? Yeah, it's kind of the point of the game. Is, hey, what's all this now? I'm gonna try upgrading this sword and see what it kind of feels like. Kind of fuss around a bit. So, part of the reason why I'm fussing around in general, like milling about, I feel that a lot of duo fights are inherently cheesy, and taking time to learn a duo fight is, like, not necessarily rewarding. I ran out of money. That should be enough to finish the strengthening. I'm not gonna max this. Okay, so we're at 440 damage with a blood loss buildup at that point. And this weapon does not require us to wield it in two hands. So, I can try adding some faith and actually doing a blood flame blade setup with this. It'll take a little longer to buff up, but I've got a lot of time when I get in the room in the first place. So let's muck with this. Oh, I have a new icon that I haven't seen before. It's a little antler thing. Offer up these extra bell bearings. I can get sanctuary stones now. And I can get somber 7s and 8. I can get somber 8s. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't get somber 9s yet. So there's that. Academy magic pots from Old Fangs. Lightning pots, holy water. Sacred Order pots require golden centipedes, which are quite rare. Alluring pots. Oh, okay. I've got beast lure pots and alluring pots. I have not killed a whole lot of Albinorics. I could try using more Blood Boil aromatics. I understand these things are very, very effective damage steroids. I've seen Blood Boil aromatics used to kill the Lord of Blood before his phase transition on an RL1 character, which is insane damage output. It was really quite something to see. Okay, so it looks like I don't have anything that requires those sacred stones to make. Rune fragments, mushrooms. Yeah, I got nothing. So the fact that I can buy them now doesn't matter to me yet. Sites of Grace, Dragon Temple. Yep. Oh, it's saying I can't equip this. My dex went down. Oh, I see. I need this to be on dexterity. It's a high dex weapon. Okay. So we're not going to be able to try a setup where we buff this weapon, I don't think. Unless I wanted to apply grease to it, which I could. I could do that. So we got 500 damage after buffs. That's pretty good. So how big is this shriek? Pretty big. He recovered from that a little faster than I thought. The Shriek of Milos actually seems to last a pretty long time. So that might be a really useful skill. Like, how effective is resistance reduction? I don't know. In other games, it's really effective. If you've ever played Grim Dawn, that's like the stat. That is the best attribute in that game. Okay. I think I need to try and find a way to spend... Come on. Get more quality time. This guy. Okay. Shriek wore off. Dang it. Oh, that's not lethal. That's good. Ouch. Unlock, move, heal. Ah. Okay, this weapon's not doing better. Humana, 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 humana. Okay, so I somehow got things to, like, line up super well in one of these runs using the Bloodhound's Fang. Oh. Ah, well, bon voyage to that ship, then. I think you get an achievement for doing that. Assuming you're using one of the, like, gravity well launcher thingamajigs. Ouch. You know, this might be a really good fight for certain, like, consumables. That, like, fire off magic attacks. Some of those consumables that give you AoEs. These guys have a little bit of a propensity to block each other off, which is super useful. You know, I actually wonder... okay, I've got an interesting idea to try after this. I wonder if these guys are vulnerable to rot. Because we could probably rot the ever-loving crap out of them. From a safe distance. Got stuck on that one instead, and he didn't. Yeah. I didn't have really great options at that juncture. Oh, in terms of Elden Ring? I think I'm really far in the game. Like, I have maxed out weapons. So, if I was playing Dark Souls 1, I would probably have about 2 or 3 bosses to go in terms of the main game. Because I'm in in Elden Ring, there are, like, 4 major bosses that I know are on the horizon. Okay, so I have an idea. It is a trolley way of trying to address this boss. And we're going to see if this works. And if it does work, it'll be really funny. We're going to change our source seal, which means we have to change our weapon. So I guess we'll just use the battle axe. Right, these require high arc. That's fine. We can get arc. Fire, magic, ice breath. Ah, this gets our incant scaling up to 148 when we equip the silver tier mask. Cool. We don't get any arc out of, oh, this is still Radagants. I meant to do Maricas. So, 192 incant scaling. Alright, alright. Right now I require this to use the quality battle axe. Okay, so the thought is, we're gonna try and see how much damage we can connect just using Rot Breath, because I think Rot Breath will permeate through the pillars. It's a very, very slow attack, but it covers a big area, and it's a gas cloud, so let's try it out. I have no idea what damage type Rot Breath is. So that's a thought. Because we've switched off to Marika's Source Seal, we've lost 5 Vigor, so we probably cannot survive any attacks anymore. As a note. Whoops, wrong button. I barely cast magic, so press the wrong magic button. Oh, he just poked me. I just left Malenia behind. So I'm gonna go back for her later. If we include Malenia, I have one more boss to go, so how much does that come to? So the bosses that I know I have left are this boss, Malenia, Malekith, and there's a dragon. This boss, Malenia, Malekith, a dragon, and the final boss are the ones that I know for sure that I have to do. Okay, I don't die to a basic stab, but I think I get killed by everything else. Okay. Well, I can inflict rot on him without too much trouble using this. I just need to, you know, get out of there afterwards. So the breath weapons keep firing as long as you hold down the button. And the trick about that is going to be like, how long do I hold down the button versus when I let go of it to live? Because I think that he's coming after me after I do this. I also think I might be underestimating the range of the attack. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Oh, dang it. He hopped over. All right, so my thought here is I can probably do one Rot Breath and then wait for the phase transition and then do one Ice Breath. And if that kills him, then I need a certain number of cerulean flasks, of course. So that's 2 breath weapons per kill. I think I need to kill 3 times. The Wondrous Physic does not need to give me strength. I probably need either Faith, Intelligence, or... Well, actually, Faith is just super helpful, so we'll do that. I think I need Faith and Magic Attack damage. I have no idea what type of damage is dealt by the Rot Breath. Does it even say? Incantations. Scarlet Rot Breath. Charging extends duration. Okay, really doesn't say. I could hazard a guess of what the other ones are. But yeah, so the game plan is tag him with 1 Rot Breath. Oh no, I need to... Whoops. I need more Cerulean Tears. I think I need to use the breath weapon at least 6 times to get this strat to work. So, let's try this out. This is the kind of strat that I originally, like, kind of said I don't want to use for most SL1 stuff, but I'm not very interested in learning to fight this boss. I'm not a fan of double bosses as is, much less so when they are also both casters. Like, when they have a caster option, and both of these guys independently have, like, phase 2 mechanics they can go into. Okay, I could not end my Dragon Breath while I was in the middle of it there, and that was quite troublesome. Although it was really hilarious that I got the Rot Breath to affect both of them. Sully, I'd tell you not to rush to conclusions. Did you see anything that actually relates the interloper to the sun? Although poor this and that is pretty apt, because it is kind of tragic that everybody you're interacting with is basically doomed. Ah, dang it. I didn't dodge correctly. Well, you should probably find out what's inside the interloper then. The interloper was a tricky puzzle. Wait a minute. Have I been remembering to drink my physic? Yeah, I have. That's right. I have. Yeah, the range on the breath weapons is pretty hilarious. Yeah, Rot is pretty effective against these guys. You can watch those nice damage ticks. Nope, get up on there. Ah! If you're saying you went inside the quantum moon, then you haven't yet. I'm guessing it teleported away from you, or did you land on it? Because if you landed on it, cool. One step closer to figuring out the puzzle of the quantum moon. It's basically a 3-step puzzle. I'm actually going to try a rune arc here. And I'm doing that to replace the vigor that I'm losing. Because I'm not equipping Radagon's Sore Seal. Or Scar Seal, I guess. Okay, I only tagged the big guy, and that's fine. You'll figure it out, how to land on it. Yeah, this is like tons of damage. 40 damage per tick, it happens pretty quick. I think he's gonna go down. Ouch. Here's the big guy, while we have the little guy in his phase 2. Which I don't like, because the little guy's phase 2 is obnoxious as heck. We've basically been trying to play the fight around not seeing that phase. Because now we have little guy in a much more aggressive mood. With much longer range. Okay, I think this might work. Doesn't look like I successfully rotted either of them. They were too far away. Please lock on when I hit the button. Yeah, you got fireballs. That's real nice. Yeah. Little guy is chasing us around a lot now. And you can do stuff like this. He should rot to death now. Whew. Okay. I did not budget enough FP. Not quite enough. So, I need for the big guy to die. He is going to theoretically rot to death. But I don't have another rot spell on me. Let's see. I think I could just run around for a bit until this problem solves itself. At least halfway. Okay, so this guy is going to res him in a bit, and I probably need to take advantage of that res. Two hands on the axe. There's the res. Okay, I only need a couple hits to land safely. I can focus on landing them on the big guy, because that's my better target, generally speaking. Or, probably, better for me, I can go over here and successfully equip Fan of Knives, despite being in the middle of this fight. Let's see if I can kill them with daggers. That is very little damage, but it helps. I refuse to fight you legitimately. No! Okay. I need to take about 2 more cerulean flasks, and I can execute the same strat, and I think it'll work. You know, that only killed me because it was a counter hit because I was in the middle of throwing knives. I hate these guys. Okay. There's another thing I can do to make this work a bit better. we're going to finish upgrading our Dragon Seal so that we have more powerful roars. So I'm going to adjust my expectations that it's probably going to take about 8 roars to win the fight. Hey, buddy, I need a weapon to kill a god. Let's go. All right, that takes very little. I forgot. Forgot the Wakizashi's a dagger. I only have one other ancient somber to use. I'm probably not going to use this, but I need to spend my runes on something since I got all those runes ready. Okay. Back to it. We were close. We can get there again. These guys. It's Paramooks. That was the run where I used a rune arc too. No, use it. That's fine. Okay. The goal is the same. We're very close to getting this to work anyway. So we kill Fatty during his dragon transition, during his form transition with Dragon Ice. Ideally, we want both of them rotted at once at some point, but maybe not until the end. That way we can spare ourselves the difficult stretch where we're dealing with the skinny guy in his phase 2. Skinny guy in his phase 2 is basically what I'm trying to avoid this entire time. His phase 2 is really, really obnoxious. Okay. Big guy is going for his phase transition stuff. He rolled over that, which is unusual, and he's probably gonna kill me. Yep, dead. Super love that these pillars are inconsistent. That being said, it does look like he will be killed over time by just the one rot breath, which is really crazy. Probably has a bit to do with the fact that we are using a fully empowered version of the rot breath. For a level 1 character, I don't think the rot breath can do much more damage than what we're doing. Especially since we're using a rune arc for it. I really just need him to not randomly climb over the obstacle and clobber us. Okay, so we basically want to lock onto him and wait until he goes for magic. And now we play the waiting game. I feel like he wants to run at me because he's mad for being rotted. So the fact that rot is working out here does mean that there's some alternatives I could use to this. Like, I could try using the Fell Scorpion Stinger or the Antspur Rapier and probably get a similar effect. Yeah, he's still taking 40 damage per tick. The extra stats we've got on the breath Please, no. He's very close to rotting to death. This is a little reckless, and I'm dead. Note to self, don't do things that are a little reckless, especially when you know they're a little reckless. I would really like to get them both rotted at the same time. Whoops. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of the pillar inconsistency. Both of the arenas where you can fight the Godskin Noble have something to block you off. I can tell what's doing it, too. They've got, like, little bits of sand on the floor that let him get up onto certain pillars. Oh, yeah, if you jetpack off the Quantum Moon, you're done. You'll just be floating out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, let's see if I can use 3 different consumables before they get on me and kick my butt. Okay, I need him to throw fire one more time. There we go. Ah, right, that attack still kills. Noted. Blech. Need to play that a bit safer. I cannot do the full charge if he's coming at me like that. I don't actually need the full charge to get rot on him. So I'm being a bit overzealous. Okay, do that one more time. Okay, we actually rotted both of them this time. Ouch. Watch that health bar tick. Okay, got the mid phase for him. And I just got rolled over. That time, Skinny Guy wouldn't leave us alone. Which might be because he was rotting. Also, Skinny Guy triggered second phase as well. So, that's not great. I really need for the fat guy to not just roll through these pillars blithely. When he's in the mood to just truck on through these, I do not have a game plan anymore. So we're getting one shot by that phase transition rollover because of something different about the setup. I would assume it's because... Is it because the helmet offers less defense? Alright, well, let's make a correction. That'll kill. Oh no, I didn't die. Okay, so the armor change is good. This also means that we are successfully avoiding death by virtue of crab. Okay, I thought I was going to upgrade my Crimson Tier flasks from 6 to 8, but I did not. I don't know why I forgot to do that. Why did it kill me that time? It didn't kill me last time. It must have gotten me in the bit between, it got me in a roll cooldown, which I think makes it do more damage. Sometimes attacks in this game have weird properties. Okay, let me actually do those reallocations that I was talking about before. Where is it? Flasks. Need it to be like this. So we really don't have a lot of healing, but I mean, if we need to do that much healing, we're probably just dead. Yeah. Faith, magic. Yeah, so let's see. Foot soldier tonight. That's about the heaviest I can be. Give me a break, man. I only have 5 flasks. Down to 10 arcs. Dots are up. I think they have about 3,000 health per outing. Maybe a little more. I appreciate that they have a shared health bar, and it's not that you have to kill them both at the same time or anything like that. They don't have a healing mechanic. There are other nastier things that FromSoft has done with duo fights. This is just a particularly nasty, like, set of enemies to duo up. Okay. Goodbye. Okay. Point taken. So his phase transition can also kill me. I was actually wondering if I could kill them both at once. So that was a thought. Yeah, if you don't know all the quantum rules, the quantum moon's gonna be pretty weird. Game froze. Come on. All right, I'll have this back up soon. Brrr. Gee, I've been at it for 3 hours. Do I want to call it here or keep going? I know I'm already going to do a pretty decent session on Monday. I'm actually going to go ahead and call it here. I might chat around with some other people about their ideas and thoughts on how to beat that boss more effectively. I'm getting all the arc scaling out of the hat, so maybe I don't need Marika's Soar Seal, or maybe I could use something else in addition. I'm only using Marika's Soar Seal for Faith, right? No, I have an extra 5 Faith from the Two Fingers souvenir. Maybe I don't need that much Faith because I just need to be able to access the spell. All right. I'm going to think about this some more and get back to it on Monday. It's very annoying that these guys can just kind of snap one-shot me sometimes when I screw up. So we'll get back to this another time. This has been Jupiter Exile. Thank you for tuning in. I hope we wander again soon. I think pretty soon I want to be getting back to more variety. I've just been doing Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring super hard. And it's been like 80 hours of streaming on the game. So I think I want to slow it down a bit, do some other things. Anybody who has suggestions, feel free to hit me up. I might get back to a little bit of Dead by Daylight. I've been playing more and more Civilization 6, and I wouldn't mind doing some streaming for Civ 6. My capability in Civ 6 is still very rough around the edges. I'm like trying to get stable on the highest difficulty tier. We're not there yet. So there's that. Other things I've thought about doing some streaming for is a bit more Hollow Knight, because there are more challenges not yet completed in that game. I would enjoy doing more of Noita, as well as Hades, possibly Risk of Rain 2, but I think Risk of Rain 2 can be very difficult to follow and can get very, very repetitive. So maybe not so likely for that. I think I'd also be willing to go back to Sunless Skies soon. There's been a lot of content added to that since the last time I played, and I would definitely love sharing that with people for about 20 hours of gameplay or so, 3 or 4 sessions, maybe 4 or 5 sessions, depending on how short the individual sessions are. So we'll see how that goes. Anywho, catch y'all tomorrow. Have a good day.